Welcome back to another episode of Il Chapo Blogs. Today I want to talk about a verse from the Bible, one that I've been thinking a lot of lately, and that is the one that in order to enter the kingdom of heaven, you essentially have to become like a child again. And that got me thinking to what that means. And my understanding, at least in my case, when you were a kid, you didn't need any of the drugs. You didn't need any of the alcohol. You didn't need anything to be happy. Essentially, you will be happy with the simple things when you were a kid. I don't know if you remember. In my last video, well, I mean, I know that it almost has no views, but maybe it will one day. But in my last video, I was talking about how I recently quit smoking, and my voice was a little nasty sounding too. Like, it's just the effects of the chemicals on your lungs and your trachea and your, like, everything involving your airways was a little bit damaged. So my voice is a lot better today. But I was thinking that, like, it's nice, like, to feel like a kid again. You feel healthy, you feel full of energy, you just feel good. For example, in my case, I got kids. I actually spend a lot of time, like, instead of spending time with my sons and helping my sons become better versions of themselves, I would rather spend that time drinking and smoking, like my downtime, like as soon as I would get home. But once I quit, I mean, it's been a month since I quit smoking, and it's been 4 months since I quit drinking. I just feel more, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel more like a kid again. Like yesterday, I went out skating with my sons and my dogs. We were going down a hill, hauling ass, and then we played a little baseball. Like, my kids, like, have never really been into sports, and I think a big reason is because I really haven't played with them. I've always been a bit of a spectator and stuff, but I realized that if I'm actually hands-on and if I play with them like how a kid would, then it'll be more fun. And even my dogs too. I love my dogs, but even them too, I've been ignoring them a little bit. Like, I know I work with dogs now. I'm walking Rosie and Harvey again. It's actually a pretty good opportunity to record this video. But I enjoy a lot of the simple things. And I don't miss those things. As I said before, I do love me some video games. Man, I love video games. I'd rather play video games than freaking be out with the boys at the club or the bar or whatever, getting into trouble. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that God has taught me these lessons. I don't know if any of you believe in God. I do believe in God. I don't believe in religion. I worship God and God alone. That is my motto, my philosophy. Like, look right here, look. Like, look how bad people are with the drinking and stuff. It's freaking random ass freaking beer cans. Like, and this is in a rich area. I'm out here in the Oceanside area, $1 million houses everywhere you look. Like, and people still have problems. People are still unhappy. If you have all this money, why would you need to drink? And that's one of those things that made me realize that when you focus on the simple things, you're a lot happier. A lot happier. I've been feeling pretty good. I kind of feel like I have a new lease in life. And as I said, I'm extremely grateful that these things happen to me instead of happening when I'm old. When I'm old, it might be too late. I'm still fairly young. I just turned 38. And I'm grateful. I am extremely grateful for all the things that have been happening to me these past few months, this past year, actually. That I need to take my health seriously, and I need to stay strong for my wife, for my mother, for my siblings, for my kids, and hopefully I have some grandkids. I want to be able to make it that far to meet my grandkids. That's one of those things, you know. Like, it just helps you appreciate things more. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be out and about. Feels good to breathe. Ooh, yeah, that feels good. You know, hopefully I get a little bit leaner. Like, I know I need a little work, but I'll get there. I hope all of you have a happy 4th of July. It is the 3rd of July today, and just make it a safe one. You don't need to drink to have fun. You don't need to smoke anything to have fun. This is a bit of a short video. I hope you like it, and I hope you make some good changes in your life. And I hope you start learning a little bit about religion. So, take care of yourself. Be safe out there.